The other day, we made a video about Matisse Thybulle being a potential trade target for the Dallas Mavericks, how in the past there was a lot of mutual interest, but things just didn't work out. The Portland Trailblazers matched the offer sheet, and then they went off to be the bottom of the West, while we went off to go to the NBA Finals. But we do have something of a rumor or a potential leak of a trade between the Dallas Mavericks and the Portland Trailblazers being talked about. So we're going to break all that down in this video. We're going to look at this Twitter page, see if there's any validity to it, if it's true or just fluff, and we're going to speculate to see what players being talked about and if they'd be a good fit for the Dallas Mavericks. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, 8.5% of you guys that are watching these videos have that bell notification rang. We are dropping videos back to back. We are going to go over rumors, leaks. I'm going to cook up some crazy trades. If you don't want to miss out on a single thing that we do all summer, make sure you ring that notification bell. It might be the off season, but it's not my off season. But on with the video, we're talking about a potential leak of a trade between the Dallas Mavericks and the Portland Trailblazers. Like I said in the intro, we did talk about a potential trade with Matisse Thybulle, where a lot of you guys really weren't sold on that. A lot of you guys compared him to being just another Derrick Jones Jr., someone who really isn't a shooter, and shooting seems to be one of our biggest concerns, and I understand that. But if we take a look at this Twitter page, and just bear with me, right? Dropping Dimes 50 tweeted this out just a few hours ago, saying Portland Trailblazers and Dallas Mavericks are in the midst of trade negotiations. Now, before we speculate over who it could be, Dropping Dimes 50, they've got no profile picture. They don't have that many followers. I didn't see any other major publications talk about a potential trade going on, not from Shams or Woj or anywhere else on Twitter. So how much validity, how much credibility does this Twitter page actually have? I had to do a little bit of digging myself before I made this video, and they also tweeted this out earlier this month. About a few weeks ago, June 8th, they tweeted out saying, the coach is JJ Redick. Hurley is using the Lakers as leverage to get UConn to give him more money. And 2 days ago, Woj tweeted this out, saying, breaking, Connecticut's Dan Hurley has turned down the Los Angeles Lakers' 6-year, $70 million offer and will return to chase a third straight national title. Sources tell ESPN. LA would have made one of NBA's 6 highest paid coaches. So you could say it was just luck that he called that. I mean, a lot of people could have also just assumed that's what was going on. But if we look at this as, okay, maybe this page knows what they're talking about. They've got a little bit of validity to them. Maybe it's somebody who's whistleblowing, got a little bit of inside scoop. Let's entertain it, right? And the player that I hope that's being talked about, if this is all true, is Jerami Grant. If we look at his stats right here, he's putting up 21 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.6 blocks, and 0.8 steals a game, while shooting 45% from the field and 40% from three. He's a 6'7 forward. He's 30 years old. He shoots 46% on corner threes. 97% of his threes are assisted, and 32% of all shots are threes. And a lot of the issues that we've been addressing, a lot of the issues that everybody knows is clear with the Dallas Mavericks, is we need a third scoring option. We need a third scoring option who can actually shoot the ball. And Jerami Grant just might be that option. I mean, he's got athleticism and agility. He's able to score on the inside and outside, as he does shoot well from the three-point line, as well as being able to use his length to attack the basket. And I know everyone's saying we need more three-point shooting, but I also want to add that we need a player who can put the ball on the floor. Outside of Luka and Kyrie and PJ on occasion, we don't have too many players that if you just pass them the ball, they can attack the basket. They can cut. I mean, Derrick Jones Jr. can do it very well. We know Derrick Lively can as well in the pick and roll situation. But having a third scorer in Jerami Grant, who's also a forward, maybe not the tallest forward, he's most likely a small forward, maybe a little bit of power forward if we want to space the floor. But Jerami Grant, and I've been seeing a lot of comments, I've been seeing a lot of you guys on Twitter, Reddit, and even in my own comment section asking for Jerami Grant, saying that's the better player on the Portland Trailblazers that we should go after. And I'm all for it. I think that adds a lot of versatility to this team. I mean, his defense is already there. His offense is there. I think it'll be a seamless fit. And his contract really isn't too big. If we take a look at his contract right here, he's on a 5-year, $160 million contract. He's in the second year of that contract, getting paid $29 million this year, which is a lot better than that very ugly contract of Tobias Harris in that last video I made. And I want to apologize. He is a free agent. I was looking at this all wrong. But Jerami Grant is in the second year, well, finishing the second year of his contract. Next year, he will be owed a little bit more money than he is now, which I think won't be a problem. I mentioned in my last video how Nico Harrison says money really isn't an issue. We're not going to overspend. We're going to spend wisely. And I'd argue going after someone like Jerami Grant in a trade situation over the summer is a smart choice. It frees up our offense as well as helping our defense continue to be well. And I think the trade that I cooked up could actually help us a lot better than it could harm us. I know my trades really aren't that perfect. I know I really speculate. I throw out crazy trades, but just rock with me, right? We get Jerami Grant. We send them Tim Hardaway Jr. Like I said in the Matisse Thybulle video, I think the Portland Trailblazers will want someone like Tim Hardaway Jr. for his expiring contract. It's about $16-17 million that will expire after next season. You get Josh Green, a young guy. They're going young. They have like 2 first-round picks this year. They're in the lottery. They're trying to go through a rebuild after the whole Damian Lillard era. And we throw in a second-round pick just to make it look nice. Or if we want to wait after the draft, we will be able to move our first-round picks. I know a lot of people aren't going to be too happy if we move even more first-round picks, but I'd argue for someone like Jerami Grant, I'll pull up his contract again. He's about to enter his 3rd year. We have a pretty good window to be competitive as the Dallas Mavericks. We are going to be one of the better teams in the West. I truly believe that when fully healthy. We've got all the right pieces, all the young players who can really do well on this Dallas Mavericks team. And if we get someone like Jerami Grant, he's going to be on the team for at least 2 more years with a player option on his last year, where then he'll be an unrestricted free agent. And I want to bring that to you guys' attention because Jerami Grant isn't really a player that sticks around long. If you look at his track record, he's never been on one team for more than 3 years, whether he's traded or he just goes to another team for a bigger contract. He is, however, getting older, where he'll be about 33, 34 years old at the end of this contract. And if we're able to get Jerami Grant and win a championship, maybe he'd want to stay with us. I mean, I'm not sure if we give him a big contract at the age of 30, 33, 34, but we wouldn't have to worry about trading for a guy that would leave if we can't win a championship in the next 3 or 4 years. It'll help us stay competitive longer. And if Jerami Grant can continue to be just the elite player that he is, maybe he's a trade piece down the road. But you guys let me know down in the comment section down below. I know this is kind of like a wild video. It's looking at rumors. We got to go over everything. The Dallas Mavericks haven't made any real moves yet. The only real news I've heard is that we're going after Tobias Harris, or we're interested in Tobias Harris. We're interested in Bronny James. But if that little leak / rumor is true that Jerami Grant, at least the Portland Trailblazers is a team that we're in trade talks with, I want it to be Jerami Grant. I mean, there's also Malcolm Brogdon that they have over there, who wouldn't be a bad 6-man for us coming off the bench. But Jerami Grant just fills up so many needs as a forward. We can put him in the 3 or the 4. We can also then move Maxi Kleber to another team, or we can keep Maxi. There's a lot of things that we can do with this Dallas Mavericks squad. Earlier today, Nico Harrison did say in his press conference that the top 7 guys, we're trying to keep them. And in that core, obviously you have your starting 5 of Luka, Kyrie, Derrick Jones Jr., Derrick Lively's in that as well, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, and unfortunately Josh Green doesn't make that cut. I want to say the other player was Dante Exum. We can speculate who the top 7 is, but those are the players that we are trying to keep. But if we do make this trade for Jerami Grant, I don't think we move any of our top guys. I think we can definitely move Tim Hardaway Jr. We can move potentially Josh Green. Even though I love Josh Green, we may have to add him to the pot as well just to match salaries, but also just to give them a young guy. And then we got a pick too, a 2nd-round pick, or after the draft, like I said earlier, a 1st-round pick. You guys let me know down below. Is this something that you'd want to see? Am I cooking something up? Am I still crazy with these crazy trades? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. We are doing another giveaway this month. The winner will be announced next month. We're going to do some Dallas merch as well. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping videos left, right, and center all summer long on everything Mavericks related. You don't want to miss out on a single thing we do. Make sure you drink water. Peace.